Okay, I am recording. This is the start of the canyon, the Phantom Canyon Road. I just talked to a guy who just got in front of me on a KLR 650. Says this is 25 miles of pretty good gravel that brings us into Cripple Creek from this end here. So let's see what we get. Should be fun. I'm going to let the camera run the full 15 minutes. It won't be the full length of this road, but you know, should give us enough. Ooh, starting out with a little washboard here. Would have been fun to do this yesterday, unloaded, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Yesterday, when the weather moved in from the mountain, it really was not a good time to come down here. I mean, the black skies were all down in this area. Oh, you can definitely see the washboard shaking the handlebars a little bit. There's a little bit of loose gravel on the edges, but it's not too bad. I'm told that there are two carved out natural rock tunnels that aren't too long, arches maybe, that we have to go through at some point. Hopefully the camera will still be running at that point, and you know, we can catch it. Kind of hard to look up and keep your eye on the road, but you know, should be okay. Just not knowing this road and not getting any GPS feedback as to where the turns might be, you know, it's probably better just to cruise through here a little easier. And if bad goes to worse, and there's not enough, there's not a fuel station in Cripple Creek, I should have enough gas to get me back out of here if I've got to do the 25 miles back. Oh, here's a sign. Let's take a picture here. Whoa, rolling back a little bit. All right. Okay. I just got passed by a car too while I pulled over to take a picture, so obviously this is probably used as a cutoff for locals. So since we know that there's cars that come through here, it probably will be a good idea to be conservative on some of these corners. Oh, quite a little cutout here. Okay, my guess this is going to be a pretty twisty, turny road. I think a plane just flew over. Well, these aren't like the roads up in Alaska and Canada. I don't think they get the same level of maintenance, but they do bring some loose stone out here to kind of backfill it at some point. I wonder if this is BLM land where people can just come out here and kind of camp for free. That wouldn't be a bad little campsite. Okay, well here's one of those tunnels that they told me about. Let's take another picture. This quad lock is really challenging. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is that first cutout they were telling me about. This is definitely a twisty place. You definitely don't want to meet someone coming around this way. on one of those four-wheelers that's just having some fun boogieing. Okay, I am recording again. I just had to pull the battery. Somehow this camera is still acting a little goofy from the times it's been soaked. So it works, but it isn't exactly the way it's supposed to be. But this is the second of the two cutout rock tunnel passes that's supposed to be here, so I figured it'd be a good time to put the camera back on. And now that I've got everything situated, it's time to go again. And just had some cars pull up behind me. So that's that. This one here is a little longer than the other one. It's hard to tell how much further. There's one of these cattle grates. To tell how far this road is to the end. I want to say it feels like I'm about, I don't know, 10 or 20% of the way in. But it's just hard to be sure with the slowness of the going here. And a group of people camping out down there. It's 86, so yeah, you really gotta be a hardy person to definitely get out here in this weather, especially knowing it's only 10:39, 10:40. It's probably going to be in the 90s, and then if the weather comes in, I can imagine the water coming off of these rocks is pretty extreme. I think if I had a little more spring in the back shock, I wouldn't be riding so low in the suspension travel, and I could get a little more bite in the front end. It's not super loose, but you know, I probably could carry a little more, there's another camper, a little more speed through here. Leaving the public lands. So I guess that's what, no more camping over here? elevation 6,950 feet. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think they bring gravel in to try to fill in some of the washboard. Okay, it's still recording. That's a big stone right down there. It didn't really show up. I mean, you really got to pay attention because this would be a sucky place to get a pitch flat. Narrow bridge. Well, this looks like kind of a big vehicle to be coming down this road. Well, that was a close call.